No one has ever seen God, is how it begins. No one has ever seen God. The Apostle John says the same thing in the Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 18. No one has ever seen God. The Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 18. No one has ever seen God. And there he says, but Jesus, who has always been in the bosom of the Father, he has explained him or revealed him to us. No one has ever seen God. He's saying, I know that in the Old Testament there's lots of stories of people seeing God, but they've never really fully seen the essence of who God is. Until you see Jesus, until you stare into his face, his life, his teachings, his example, until you see Jesus. I get so choked up about this. Until you see Jesus, you haven't seen God. Whatever you think you know, you're going to have to rethink it once you see Jesus. And especially you religious folk who think you know your Bible, including the Bible that talks about different people seeing God. You're going to have to rethink everything when you finally see Jesus and say, oh, this is the plot twist of history. So he said that in the Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 18, and he repeats it here. No one has ever seen God. But now he makes a different twist. No one has ever seen God. There he said, but Jesus shows us what God is like. Here he says, no one has ever seen God, but if we love one another, God lives in us, and his love is made complete in us. No one has seen God. If you look at Jesus, you'll get your closest vision of God, but also, he says, another way of seeing God is when you love one another really, really well. When we have a beloved community of people who are loved and who love, and who are living this Christ-like life out with one another. That's the other way you're going to get the clearest vision of God, and his love is going to be made complete in us.